Earlier today, Mayor de Blasio gave an update on the coronavirus pandemic and vaccination efforts in New York City. Here's what he had to say.
We, as New Yorkers, we understand the climate crisis. We felt the climate crisis. We felt it way back with Sandy, the worst natural disaster in our history, and we felt it with 2 hurricanes in 2 weeks and unprecedented weather we saw with Hurricane Ida. I said that we are going to do things differently from now on because we're dealing with a climate crisis. So we're talking about the storm that's coming later on today. And what we're going to do is over-communicate and let people know, even though officially this looks like a limited storm, we have learned over and over again that the projections are not always right, and it's better to be safe than sorry. So the National Weather Service, their forecast is a total of 1 to 1.5 inches of rain for the whole storm event. That per se would not be too troubling, except there's a 50% potential of 1 inch of rain in an hour. Now remember, in the case of Hurricane Ida, we had over 3 inches of rain in an hour, a whole different reality. But even an inch of rain in an hour can cause real problems. So National Weather Service does have a flash flood watch in effect. We have city agencies out, Department of Environmental Protection, Department of Transportation, out right now doing preparation work, focusing, of course, on areas that are prone to flooding, focusing on certain roads, catch basins. We have a Notify NYC message out, and I want to emphasize that message to all New Yorkers. Please, later on today, in the afternoon, the evening, exercise caution where traveling. The real concern here is the roads that are prone to flooding. Again, not a huge rain event based on what we're hearing now, but enough that in certain places you're going to see flooding in roads. We know how dangerous that can be. Listen for the updates, adjust your plans, exercise caution. If you see what looks to be a big concentration of water, don't drive into it. It can be dangerous. We've learned that over and over again. And with basement apartments, again, this is much, much less than we saw with Ida, but we want to be very, very careful after everything that people have been through. If you live in a basement apartment, please keep constantly aware of these updates. Please be ready to get to higher ground if this storm is worse than is what is being projected now. So we're telling people early in the day, and we'll be sending out alerts, get ready to move if this storm picks up and if we see high levels of rain. We want people ready. We're going to constantly communicate based on what we're seeing today. Okay, before we go to our indicators, quick update on something we've been talking about all week, the intensive efforts that are being undertaken right now to turn around the situation on Rikers Island. I've been having regular conversations with First Deputy Mayor Dean Fuleihan and Commissioner Vinnie Schiraldi and a host of other members of the administration. We've been working very closely with the state, numerous conversations with the governor and her team. We see real impact already. The time for new people coming into Rikers, the intake time, has been greatly reduced. That helps encourage a healthier, safer environment. People are not together as long. That time is going down greatly. The shifts that workers are working are being adjusted. Fewer and fewer workers working those long shifts, thank God. A lot of resources being brought in, a lot of relief being brought in. But yesterday, another major development. I said very bluntly that the union, COBA, that represents the correction officers, had been working, unfortunately, against the interests of officers by discouraging people from showing up to work. We went to court, and immediately the union has changed their tune and now have issued a statement formally encouraging officers to show up at work, support their fellow officers, keep the environment safe for everyone. We are seeing a great reduction in absenteeism already. We've been very tough on those who are letting down their fellow officers by not showing up. They are being suspended, but the vast, vast majority are showing up and actually showing up in greater numbers now. So all of these pieces are moving. We see real improvement. There's major challenges, but on the things that we can have an impact on, we're seeing major improvements. We expect to get a great deal, a large number of inmates out of Rikers in the coming weeks working with the state. But again, going back to the court system, we are asking the court system to please immediately schedule cases for 500, at least 500 of the inmates who have been in Rikers long-term awaiting trial. We need the court system to schedule those cases so we can keep everything moving forward. Okay, we're going to do indicators now. And again, the first one is always about the vaccination doses. Real progress. We're seeing very healthy numbers day by day, and some of the most powerful mandates are only going to start taking effect next week, so you're going to see those numbers keep going up. Doses administered to date, 11,314,675. And right now, we are now well over 81% of adults having received at least one dose. I really want people to dwell on that number. Over 81% of adults in the city have received at least one dose. We're almost to the point now, 70% of total population having received at least one dose. So really, really important. Number two, daily number of people admitted to New York City hospitals for suspected COVID-19. Today's report, 132 patients. Confirmed positivity, only 9.29%. That's good. And here's the one that's most important in this category, hospitalization rate per 100,000, 1.03. Very important, very much in the right direction. Finally, number three, new reported cases on a 7-day average. Today's report, 1,434 cases. Finally, a few words in Spanish. And the focus is where we began, on public safety and the way public safety is the foundation of a strong recovery of this city. Sin seguridad pública no hay recuperación. Hemos visto mejoría en toda la ciudad, pero sabemos que todavía tenemos trabajo por hacer. Mantener a su familia segura es mi prioridad principal.